Okay, so this tutorial is going to teach you how to use Google Sheets to perform some simple statistical analysis. You can do the exact same thing in Excel. I prefer using Sheets because my data is accessible anywhere in the world as long as I have an internet access. And as far as this class is concerned, it's kind of nice because I'm guaranteed that all of you are using the same version of Google Sheets, whereas many of you might have different versions of Excel, whether you're on a Mac or a PC, or whether you're using the latest version of Excel or one of the older versions. I have this spreadsheet linked up online for you to use. You can access it by following the link provided in the description of this video. So if you do want to follow along, I would suggest pausing the video and then adding this spreadsheet to your own Google Drive so you can work along. So to start performing the statistics, the first thing you're always going to do is get your data in here, and if you have the sheet that I've linked, it's all here for you. Traditionally, you are going to have your data in columns, and then you'll have your row labels on the side over here. So I'm going to insert my statistics underneath my data and next to the labels. To begin any statistic, I'm going to hit the equal sign. That's going to tell my Google Sheet that I want to put in a function. The function for mean is average. So I'm going to type in average, and I'll see it right up above. I am going to hit the parentheses. That's going to say that it's going to signify to my sheet that I'm ready to start inputting data. And I'm just going to highlight the numbers that I have above, click close parentheses, and hit enter. And I have my average of 16. I'll repeat for median. The function for median is median. Highlight, close parentheses, enter. Function for mode is mode. Highlight, close parentheses, hit enter. And here you see I have an NA, and that is because I don't have any repeated values. If I were to change the 15 to a 16, everything is going to recalculate. You'll see that my mean now goes up because I changed the 15 to a 16, and now I have a mode. But I'm going to put it back to the data that I had by hitting the undo button up here. Standard deviation equals, equals STDEV. You'll see I have several different standard deviations possibilities. I've got a sample standard deviation. I've got a standard deviation for a population. Here it's going to treat any text I have as a 0. I don't have any text here, so I don't need to worry about it. So you'll be using this for a population and this for a sample. I'm going to highlight my data, close parentheses. Same for my population, STDEV. And I'm going to look, here's my standard deviation of entire population. Highlight my data, close parentheses, enter. Now, if I wanted to, I could repeat that process over here, but there's a quicker way to do that. Since all the same functions are going to be in this column as well, I'm going to highlight my functions, and you'll see a little blue box down here. I'm going to move my cursor over that blue box until it turns into that plus sign, and then I'm going to click and drag it over underneath my new data. And you can see next to mean, it shows average of D5 through D9 because I'm in column D, 5 through 9. Median, D5 through D9, it's all good. Mode, D5 through D9, etc. I can do this for my third column as well. Change it into a plus sign, drag it over. But there's a problem. It still says E5 through E9, even though my data goes all the way down to row 14. So what I need to do is change that. So what I did is I clicked on this box. I clicked over here in the function. And I'm going to change the 9 to a 14. And now you can see that there's a box around all of my data. Hit enter. I'm going to do the same for the median. Hit enter. Same for the mode. Hit enter. For my standard deviation, hit enter. And for my standard deviation of the population, and hit enter again.